Brave's not working out. He's actually... Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, I need to censor that. I can't show this. Do you like boy love? I know I do. And how do you feel about... tentacles? What's up, yo? This is TheNekoPastel, and welcome back, finally, to the full version of the Symbiant. It has been a long time coming. And I mean a long time coming. For those of you that are probably new here, hello, I'm TheNekoPastel, I'm a YouTube gamer, and I sometimes play visual novels of the boy love variety. And we played the demo for the Symbiant about 2 years back. Yes, that's how long it's been. I would love to apologise for the wait. I know that a lot of y'all have been waiting for a full version of this game, and I'm finally here to bring you that in Pride Month.
Get it right!
I swear to God, those demo videos, they are some of my most viewed videos on this channel, so I would like to thank you so much if you've been sticking around this long. I really do appreciate it, and once again, I'm sorry for the wait. I'm sorry to the devs, because I know they've been wanting to see me play this too. I've been keeping y'all waiting far too long, and I'm here to atone for my sins. I don't have Kieran with me at the moment. I was thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to record up to where we left off in the demo, and then Kieran will come and join us, and we'll be able to see the rest of the game. And I'm also playing the not suitable for work version this time, so I'll get to do a lot of censoring. Yes! YouTube, please don't kill me. But without further ado, let's get started, shall we? Oh, this is the tutorial. No, I should be fine. Let's just go for it. Let's just get right into it. Y'all have waited long enough. Enjoy the game. I will, hardcore dev. Thank you.
Thank you!
Oh, I've already started the game and I've already got an achievement. What a day. So with Pride season, unfortunately comes hay fever season, so if I do sound a bit sniffly, I do apologise. It's Tuesday, September 29th, 5066. We landed in the city of Kayama 3 days ago. Since then, I've been running around, trying to scrape through credits to repair our ship and secure our next gig. The last transport job didn't go well, and we only received half of the original payment promised for delivering the goods late. That doesn't even cover all the repairs we incurred. Junie, my business partner, also known as the ship's mechanic, didn't sound worried. She insisted that every time this happened in the past, we managed to bounce back. She believes in my resourcefulness, in negotiation skills, but I can't help but feel pessimistic because of recent developments. And it's night time, let's go. Just as I was about to give up for today and head to the local bar, I received a call from our freight broker, about an opportunity we couldn't say no to. At least not right now, when we're struggling to keep afloat. The amount of credits offered not only covers the ship's repairs, but also ensures a comfortable life for the next 4 months. The gig sounded simple and straightforward. Provide transport for one passenger and his cargo to Odaria in the DX-93 system. That's about 6 weeks of travel in the most secure planetary system in the galaxy. Pirating is virtually non-existent there, and space anomalies have never been reported. It's basically a piece of cake for a pilot. Normally, I avoid transporting passengers at all cost. They're a pain in the ass to deal with at best. And at worst, they can cause me to lose my commercial transport license. We also don't have the real estate or luxuries of a large liner outfitted for travellers' comfort and entertainment. The cost of travelling with us is the same as the big guys though, which means that anyone who wants to travel on a small transport ship has a special reason for it. And personally, I can't wait to find out what our passenger's reason is. There he is! Oh, I'm forgetting the characters' names. It's been so long, over 2 years since we last played this. Moments later, I spot someone walking toward our ship. The tall figure moves with dignity and confidence. Their hand is protectively resting on top of a large sarcophagus-like transport crate, hovering by their hip. Another couple of smaller crates hover behind. They approach and keep to the shadows, so I have a really hard time discerning their features.
Greetings. I take it this is the Emeritat?
there's our main protag here. These characters are handsome. Let's just talk about that for a second. So is this the stranger talking right now? I believe this is the stranger. Well, we know who this is already. Spoilers.
Affirmative. And you are?
Danya. Now I remember. Hey, handsome. The stranger cautiously glances around.
Yes, of course. May I see the documentation, please?
They promptly produce a small chip from their pocket and hand it to me. I scan it with my handheld computer.
Mr. Sabo Tato Brave Trigounder Vorda?
That's his name.
Just
it's
Brave is fine.
Yes, it's just Brave. Species humanoid, subspecies Odarian. I don't know much about this race, but all I can say is that I've only seen a handful of Odarians in the ports in all my time travelling. It looks like I have a chance to learn more about them, now that we'll be travelling in proximity with one for several weeks. Oh, it's the thing.
All right, Mr. Brave. What's in the large crate?
You know, I don't think I ever mentioned this when we last played the demo of this, but it's this thing that's with Brave, it looks suspiciously like a penis. I don't know if I ever commented on that when we played the demo, but yeah, it's just occurred to me.
I was informed that the sizable bonus fees I paid included a no-questions-asked courtesy.
Oh, sus. And there it is. These passengers are always up to something. The only question is, how bad is it?
Yes, naturally. However, I still can't take you aboard my ship with something illegal. Forbidden substances, weapons, live species, stuff like that.
Looks like an alien's going to come out of that.
It's none of those things. Check the permits on file.
I go through the various permits the passenger has in his travel profile. The crate's permit is none of the ones I'm used to seeing, and the small print is difficult to read. However, it does mention something about botanical organisms in several places and being legal to own and transport in this part of the galaxy.
Oh, it's a plant?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, Jan.
I'm a big fan of plants myself. You'll see that we have many on board. My name is Danya, by the way, and I'm the pilot of the Emeritat.
I extend my hand towards Brave, amicably. Did I say that right? Amicably? Here we're back with the visual novels and I can't read most of the words. English is my first language and I still fail. We'll be in a small ship together for weeks, so might as well try to make friends right away. After some hesitation, the passenger steps out of the shadows and clasps my hand. Ooh, come on, pretty boy alien, let's go. Ooh. Only now am I able to see how breathtakingly handsome he is. Long white hair contrasts beautifully with his light blue skin. He's dressed in an elaborate outfit, reflecting some particular string of the latest intergalactic fashion trends I'm not familiar with. It looks like he came straight for the capital. What is this? His facial features are Terran-like, proportional and elegant, and punctuated by his intense gaze. His eyes are wary, shadowed by something dark though. Also, he looks somewhat tired and maybe a little sick.
Can we leave now?
Oh.
Yes, sir. Welcome aboard the Emeritat.
He does look quite tired, doesn't he? He's rocking those Prada bags.
If you could please follow me to the cargo bay, we've designated a section for your convenience where you may store...
My luggage stays with me, in my room.
Yes, sir.
Well, our guest quarters aren't very large. I strongly recommend making use of our cargo bay space. You'd be much more comfortable that way.
I insist.
Oh, he looks irritated. Let's not poke the bear. Oh, fuck me. I thought it would take a little longer before something sketchy comes up with this guy. But honestly, if he wants to stick this huge pod in his bed to trip over, I don't give a shit.
Okay, if that's what you prefer.
Ellipsis. ... We board the ship and I show Brave to his quarters. I want to offer him a tour of the ship, but he doesn't look like he's in the mood for that right now. Still, I don't want him to get lost in case he needs something. Our first choice. Right, this is a visual novel, so I need to remember to save. I need to remember to save and load when needed. And I've got lots of pages here that I can save on. I love that. Is this? Oh, so A is for automatic saves, so it saves automatically in places as well. And I've got my own custom pages for saves. That's really nice. I've got a log here, so I can look at things that were previously said. I thought I'd be able to listen back to the voices, because I know that some visual novels do that. Oh well. This is good in case I missed something. Anything else here? Oh, auto. Oh, so that's to automatically move the story along without me having to press buttons. I'll still keep it manual though. There's a few options. I've already adjusted the audio, so it should be fine. I can always fix that in post though. And now that we've saved, let me take a look. So this guy's obviously, he looks very irritated. And he looks very tired, as Brave mentioned earlier. So I don't think offering a tour for him is the best thing. Bear in mind that this game has butterfly effects, like a lot of visual novels, and it's very Until Dawn. So like your choices changes how the story develops and the ending that you get. I obviously want to try and get a good ending, so let's go with ask how he's doing.
Are you okay? You don't look so well. I can have my diagnostics bot take a look at you.
That won't be necessary. I think what I need is some rest right now. So, I will do exactly that. Good night.
Oh, that smile. Jesus Christ. He looks so sinister. Bye. He promptly locks himself in his room. I guess I can introduce Junie to him tomorrow. Junie! Juniper! I've missed her. She was one of my favourites. With the passengers settled in and the ship fueled up, we depart from the station and jump into space.
Space!
Space! I need Tim Curry to show up here. Oh god. And we can see the planets from here. A few hours later, I do a checkup of all the systems before setting the navigation on autopilot. I can't wait to talk to Junie about our guest. She usually wakes up about this time, so I leave the cockpit and make my way to her quarters. There she is! We run into each other in the main corridor.
So, tell me all about it.
Look at her! I love her design so much. Look at her ears.
Dude, where do I start? He's mysterious and drop-dead gorgeous.
Oh, Daniel loves a man. Same dude.
And you're drop dead horny.
You're just horny! You're way too horny! I remember I put that edit in the demo. Oh my god.
That I admit. Also, I'm weak when it comes to my type. You know me.
I definitely do. But tell me, does he have glowing emerald skin?
Not really. He's blue, and there isn't any glowing in the dark happening, to answer your question.
What about his ears? Are they, like, furry at all?
I completely forgot that she has razor sharp teeth as well. Chompers.
Not that I noticed.
Last chance. A tantalizing scaly tail.
I also forgot she's tailed.
A hard no, unless it's really tiny. Where are you going with this, Juniper?
He's beautiful by Terran standards. Luckily for you, it means that both species are probably mutually attracted to each other. It's nature's way of bringing together genetically compatible individuals and encouraging them to mate.
Oh.
Hey, you had me at mutually attracted. But judging by our exchange yesterday, he's not the mating type.
To be fair, you've only just met him and he was very tired. He might come around.
Meaning?
Well, I don't know. It's just a feeling. He came off as kind of cold and distant earlier, I guess. Also, I don't know if he even identifies as a he.
I do, actually.
Oh.
He and him work for me.
I heard you was talking shit. Oh shit! I didn't notice our guest was joining us in the corridor. I hope we didn't overhear our conversation. Look how shocked they look.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. Why don't you introduce me to your colleague?
It's when you're talking shit about that one person in the school hallway, and then it turns out they're right behind you all along, and you're like, ooh. Not that I ever did that in high school. I was a good boy.
Sure, Jan.
Right. Mr. Brave, please meet Juniper. Junie for short.
Well, it's actually Juniper. But Terraneers can't pick up some of those sound frequencies, so he settled for Juniper.
I like that little tisk-tisk sound that she makes at the side of her mouth.
She's my business partner, mechanic, jack of all trades, and I guess a second in command of this mighty interstellar vessel.
Of course I'm second in command. There's only 2 of us, dude.
Oh yeah, she looks like the brawn of the group. Look at her muscles. She works out.
And no offense, but the Emeritot's mighty days are over. We're lucky if it holds for another couple of years.
Pleased to meet you, Juniper. There's no need to address me as Mr. It's just Brave.
Well noted. You're a Darien, yes?
Correct. And you are originally from Tulworth, second largest of the 𝐒𝐤𝐤's moons?
My, you clearly know your moons.
More moons than one. Wait, what?
How many are there?
𝐒𝐤𝐤 has 14, but Tulworth is the only place with my shade of green. Brave, are you by any chance hungry? We were just going to the mess hall to grab something.
Oh yes, I'm famished. Also, could you guys show me around this ship sometime? This place looks really cool.
I just realized I've been I would use my keyboard to change the scenes or whatever, to move the story forward. I'm using my mouse, but unfortunately I'm constantly moving the mouse around the screen and it causes the menu to pop up. It's probably really annoying to just see my mouse going like this all the time, so I do apologize. But listen to my keyboard.
So much for cold and distant.
It's chunky as fuck.
Disgusting!
That's probably going to be so annoying. I am so sorry. In fact, what if I move my mouse to the far left corner? Will that make a difference? Oh, if I move it over here, the menu doesn't open up. Okay, I'm going to try and keep it as tightly into the corner as possible so you don't have to see that. If you do end up seeing it in the recording, I'm really sorry. I'll try my best not to show that. Junie shakes her head at me. He totally flipped a switch, didn't he? It's like I'm talking to a different person. He just needed his beauty sleep. Like me, if I don't get my beauty sleep, I'm crab it too. He was probably sleep deprived and who knows what else.
Yes, of course. I'll be happy to do the official tour for you, Brave.
Hungry for dick! Calling him by his name feels unexpectedly entrancing. I quickly give myself a mental kick for obsessing over the smallest of things about him. Seriously, I don't even know the guy.
But first, let's all grab a bite.
What a horny man. I wonder what the usual fare is here in space. Microwave dinners. Junie and I get our pre-packaged meals and pop them into the oven to cook, adding one for Brave as well. Then I catch myself realizing I still don't know what this gorgeous alien considers food.
So, what do Odarians eat, anyway?
Dick.
We're omnivores, same as Terrans. The only thing I can think of that grows on Earth that I can't digest is seaweed. It's deadly for my kind.
So you can't eat sushi then? Oh, well, I mean, I know there's some sushi that you can eat that doesn't necessarily have seaweed on it, but yeah, I like my seaweed, so I do. I like my kind of vinegary seaweed.
No worries, we don't have any on this ship. Though, I personally miss sushi sometimes.
Case in point, I'm getting achievements out the ass. I'm not even doing anything and I'm just getting these achievements. Oh, girl. Coronavirus. That's such a dead joke. Why am I still making that? It's 2024. Brave looks like he's about to say something, only to be interrupted by a cough. A very normal Terran-like cough. What timing?
Are you okay, Brave? Danya, get him some water.
I get up and fetch our guest a glass of fish. Oh my god, the food we gave him has seaweed in it and now he's dying. Oh no. That's not funny. I get up and fetch our guest a glass of fresh water. With lightning speed, he manages to take a few sips, which seems to soothe him.
Yes, I'm okay. I might be coming down with a cold again.
Poor guy. Junie and I look at each other confused. I think we both hope it's not contagious or dangerous.
Before I got on the Emeritot, I had been traveling on Kayama for over 2 weeks without much rest. The rainy weather and the lack of sleep really did me in. I should be back on my feet within a couple of days, I promise. Until then, I'll make sure to stay away and wash my hands often.
Don't mind spread your infection. Brave slowly gets up from the bench, intent on leaving the mess hall.
No way. You just got here. What's little cold gonna do to us?
If I get infected, it's a small price to pay to satisfy my urge to learn more about our new passenger. Ginny smirks at me, and Brave smiles with relief.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we are. Our immune systems can handle it. Right, Danya?
Sure, why not?
I mean, it's no that when your lungs implode. Whatever.
What Danya doesn't know is that Adarians have a weak immune system, not well adapted for travel outside their home planet.
Really?
Yes, that's correct. That's why you don't see many of us outside of Odaria.
You just need to clean your ship, it's a bit dusty probably. Can ships collect dust in space? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. I wouldn't know, I don't know much about space.
Odarians who choose to travel bring along an extensive array of pricey medications as preventive measures. Despite that, we're still highly prone to getting sick.
It's really unfortunate. Although, now that I think about it, right, I'm going off topic, I'm sorry. Apparently, we know more about space than we do about the ocean. Because like the smallest percent of the ocean has been explored, but yet we still know more about space than we do the ocean. That is fucking terrifying. But anyway, I digress.
Damn. Sorry to hear that. Hope you feel better soon.
We're not here to talk about sea monsters.
Thank you. As I said, a few days rest and I'll be as good as new.
That's good.
What do you do for a living? If you don't mind me asking, Brave.
Brave lights up at the question. Oh, look at his face. He's so cute.
I'm what you call a Symbiant expert.
Oh, roll credits. Junie and I raise our eyebrows, waiting for him to explain.
I study mutually beneficial interactions between different species in the galaxy. I'm also occasionally called in to facilitate the adaptation of individuals of different species who have historic symbiotic relationships and are having difficulty establishing those bonds. I'm very familiar with the theory of symbiosis, but it's the practical part that really fascinates me. For example, you have a species of sea creature that lives around a certain marine invertebrate. It feeds on its byproducts and uses its polyps to hide from predators. The invertebrate also benefits because the sea creature protects it from its own predators and parasites.
You're here to learn at NekoPastels.
Wow, that is pretty amazing.
Fun fact!
It definitely is. Not only is it incredible how completely different species can adapt to exist side by side in harmony, but also help each other in ways no one can ever anticipate.
Brave looks at me enthusiastically, waiting for another question. Looks like we've uncovered his favourite topic. But what intrigues me the most about him is that when he spoke earlier, I got a distinct feeling that I already know him. There's a familiarity about him that I can't put my finger on. What does that mean? If I hadn't become a pilot, I think I would have studied plants and the way we can cultivate them in space. Junie is one of the few people who don't mind listening to my plant lectures, so I'm happy to indulge him and ask more questions. Yeah, let's find out more about him, shall we? Something about Odarians. Let's find out more.
Can you tell me about symbiotic relationships Odarians have with other species?
Sure. We have a few widely known ones, actually. There's the Mulodic aquatic band, a sea creature native to our biggest sea that feeds off our blood and dead skin in search of iron nutrients.
Oh god.
Before our medicine became what it is today, the best way to treat a wound or large cut was to apply them to the area, and they would keep it closed and clean, feeding off the blood and dead skin until it fully heals.
So leeches, I remember this from the demo, because we did bring up leeches at some point.
Oh, we have something like that in Trulworth too. Except we apply it on rashes. While it does sting in the beginning, it stops the itching and feeds off whatever's growing on our skin.
We actually have these leaves. I don't know if this is true or not, but we have a lot of like stingy nettles here in Scotland, especially during this time of the year. And apparently there's like a leaf, like if you rub it on where the rash is, like it calms it. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I learned when I was younger. So I guess we have like little tinctures as well to cure wounds.
I'm a bit jealous. We mostly have insects and worms that feed off blood back on Earth, but I'm pretty sure the exchange is all one-sided.
Leeches. Roaches! Something about Terrans.
So, I guess you must have extensively studied all the major species.
Most of the knowledge I have pertains to the way my own race interacts with different species. But yes, I've studied a lot of different subspecies of humanoids.
And what do you find the most interesting about Terrans?
I'm glad you asked. To me, it's their adaptation ability. It turns out that out of all the humanoid subspecies, individuals of Earth are most skilled at adjusting to their environment. That's doubly amazing to me, because that means the potential for a symbiotic interaction and relationship is much higher than any other subspecies.
True story, and that's why I partnered up with this guy.
Yeah, we certainly work well together.
Ah, cute. Something specific about Brave's job.
So, I understand that part of your job is helping individuals from different species adapt if they choose to start a symbiotic relationship on another planet. How do you do that?
It depends on the case. My expertise lies with the Odarian environment in particular. Someone who's visiting the planet would have already gotten their vaccines, been screened, and have permits to land. If they're still struggling to adapt to the new environment, then they come to me. We usually do more tests, review their medical history, cross-reference previous cases, and try to find a solution. The answer could be as simple as a special diet, supplement, or breathing exercises.
A supplement? What would be an example of that?
Well, I consulted with a few Ognoterrans on Odaria who had trouble eating most of the food available there. I prescribed them a certain bacterial supplement found on Tulroth. When eaten, this bacteria will thrive in your digestive system and assist the processing of food from different environments.
Oh, that's interesting.
They were skeptical at first, but after only a week of including it in their diet, they were able to enjoy our rice and most of our dishes without discomfort.
That's cool.
That's interesting. And that solution seems rather specific.
Come on, science.
How did you figure out that a bacteria which was neither from Ognoterra or Odaria could solve their problem? You say it's from Tulroth, but I've never heard of it before.
That particular bacteria worked for similar cases in the past, including inhabitants of Ognoterra's moons and other planets from the Horum galaxy.
I clicked that way too quick. I'm sorry if that shows up in the recording.
You would be surprised by how many interplanetary food issues can be solved by ingesting certain organisms. Having more than 2,000 years worth of research at my fingertips helps.
Well, gentlemen, I have some things to take care of in engineering, so if you'll excuse me for now.
Another achievement. I wanted to do my eyeliner like Junie's. That's really pretty.
Later, Junie.
I actually have a red eyeliner there somewhere.
It was nice to meet you, Ju. Ni, Spur.
Ooh, now I'm impressed.
Ooh. And so am I. What a curious fellow.
I hope you feel better soon, Brave.
Junie grabs one of the ready meals and leaves me with Brave. Now, Cass, do something.
Hey, Danya.
Hi? Yes? The sound of my name coming out of those lips sends a shiver down my spine. Am I really that horny? Yes, you are.
Can I have one of those dinner plates too?
Whoops, I completely forgot. Here you go. It's General Tso's chicken, Terran specialty. Junie digs it, and I hope you will too. Doesn't have any seaweed in it, in case you're wondering.
Thank you. I'm sure this will be good.
I could go some chicken right now. I look at Brave eagerly throwing himself into his meal as I grab my own plate. I guess the poor guy was pretty hungry. He's just scoffing it down. We chat some more over our food about the different kinds of Terran dishes my new friend is familiar with. Turns out he's had quite a few for someone who's never been to Earth. After we're done eating, I clean up and walk our guest back to his room, then retire to my own quarters. What an eventful day. I don't have a chance to fully process my last conversation with Brave before my mind blanks, falling into a deep slumber. This bedroom looks cozy, and I like the little lamp. It reminds me of Crash Bandicoot, the little crystals that you collect. It looks like an upside down crystal, to be fair. I wonder if that's a reference. Sometime later, I wake up in my bed. I check my watch and confirm that I've only been asleep for a couple of hours. That's quite unusual, since I'm a deep sleeper and notorious for not waking up until I'm fully rested. I suddenly remember Brave, whose room is adjacent to mine, when I hear something echoing through a small air vent on our shared wall. It's a low hissing sound, coupled by something that I can only characterize as Terran straining to do push-ups. Is that Terran? Oh, nipples! And you know what? It's only going to get more graphic from here because we're playing the not suitable for work version. I hope I don't get in trouble. Oh my god, I'm going to need to do a lot of censoring, but that's part of the fun. I crawl out of bed and kneel beside the vent to listen closely. Does this mean we're gonna... Spoilers. Is it Brave trying to exercise? There's nothing wrong with trying to keep in shape, but is it really the best idea when you're nursing a severe cold? The noises continue for the next 5 minutes or so, and then everything grows quiet again. The nipples are back. Free the nips. Not sure what to make of it, I get back to bed. I don't want to assume anything, so I check with Junie tomorrow, see what she thinks of this. Snakes. We've got snakes on a ship. On a spaceship. We've been travelling through space for a few days now. It's been smooth sailing on my end as far as piloting goes. My stress levels have been at an all-time low, because flying in a straight line in empty space isn't rocket science. Besides the system checks and microscopic manual course connections, there isn't much to do. We also haven't been stopped for checks or passing anything remotely similar to an asteroid field, where I'd have to manually maneuver us through that word. Maneuver. I've been back to reading again, watching the wrecks and tending to my hydroponics garden. Hydroponics? Because there's no H in there, so I think it's ponics. Hydroponics garden? I think it'd be phonics if there was a H in there. It's fascinating how plants can grow anywhere with just a little water and the right nutrients. Granted, water is a scarce resource in space, but thankfully we've got a state-of-the-art recycling system to solve that problem. Oh, that's Sax in the back. Brave seems to be feeling a little better. He's taken to regularly joining me and Junie for meals. Even if he doesn't leave his quarters often, we still get a chance to chat and connect. We always find topics to discuss about each of our humanoid subspecies, which appears to be interesting for the three of us. Contrary to my negative predisposition towards transporting passengers, Brave seems to be one of the easiest and most pleasant on-board clients we've had to date. He's polite, never complains about anything, doesn't blast loud music, and doesn't engage in any other activities that would be considered a nuisance for the rest of us on board. I also haven't heard any noises coming from his room since that one time, so I just never bothered to ask Junie and dropped the incident altogether. Oh, he's in a tank top. Thirst trap. Speaking of which, he was supposed to meet me here by now. I see Brave in the doorway instead.
Hi, Danya.
Good afternoon, Brave. Care to join me for a cup of tea?
I do like his jacket. I wish I had a slutty waist like Danya. I want to rock off a jacket like this. Granted, I still could, but, you know, it'd be like that. Tea? You know, because it's afternoon. I actually have no idea what time it is right now. In space, time just tends to blend together, and I haven't really checked my watch recently.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
Oh yeah, I can imagine time's just all over the place in space.
All right, we have some herbal options over here if you're sensitive to caffeine like myself, or the regular kind.
Especially, like, if you're in space, like, time's gonna go quicker in certain places as well, or maybe slower in certain places. Space is funny like that.
What's caffeine?
It's a chemical substance that's a mild central nervous system stimulant to most Terrans.
Brave looks at me dubiously. Listen, caffeine is a chemical that I can't live without these days. Trust me, I'm always nursing on a Red Bull or one of those caramel lattes that you get down the road, like the cold caramel lattes. I love a caramel frappuccino. Oh my god, I'm such a white girl.
And don't worry, it's legal.
Thank God.
It's actually naturally contained within most plants that are used for tea production. Caffeine is purposely extracted from the raw materials to be able to produce the same beverage but without the jitters.
You seem to know a lot about plants.
This? No, that's common knowledge where I come from.
Is this how you get his gears grinding? Talk about plants? Talk plants to me.
I see. Why don't I go for the herbal option without caffeine today?
Oh yeah, this is our third choice. So this is where we left off in the first episode of the demo. And yeah, so Brave wants to go with a caffeine-free option. Chamomile, lavender, or marshmallow root. I think we could go on a little longer, so why don't we... Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's continue, shall we? I want to go with chamomile. That has no caffeine in it. In fact, it actually helps you sleep. And it's one of my favourite things to drink when I'm feeling a bit sleep deprived. Lavender's also really good for that as well. Lavender is also great for helping you sleep. Marshmallow root, I have no clue about marshmallow root. But I'm going to go with chamomile.
How about chamomile? It might help you with your sore throat. It's commonly used to help boost immunity and fight bacteria.
Am I saying it right? Chamomile? 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 I don't know anymore.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, it's lovely. Very bougie. I quickly produce a mug with hot tea and hand it to Brave. The fingertips have touched. He supports the cup with one hand and puts his palm over mine, his other palm over mine, which is holding onto the mug's handle. He is so horny, what the fuck? Dude, get a hold of yourself. Oh my god. I let go of the cup to avoid causing any awkward tension. However, the deed is already done, and the contact sends my horny soul into the land of fantasies. God, you're worse than me. Oh, look at these two cuties.
So, do you come here often?
I love this artwork of them. It's really nice.
Huh?
Do you come here often?
To 𝐿, the planet we departed from. Is that your regular transport route?
That's a very common pickup line. So, do you come here often?
Oh, no, we don't really have a route per se. Junie and I go where the road takes us. As long as we get a nice paying gig, we're game. That's the adventurous part of this job. Never know where we'll end up next. What about you? Do you travel a lot for work?
I'm the same as you guys. Staying on my own planet doing research has been unfulfilling at best. So, traveling to different worlds has been a game changer for me. I follow contracts, but it's the lifestyle that appeals to me. I can do remote work while being somewhere different and amazing every few weeks.
He loves to travel.
Doesn't help that your immune system isn't very good at adapting to different environments, huh?
I love to travel.
Tell me about it. It's the one thing that I'm still trying to work out. I've got something good going for me right now, but it's not perfect. It has put some other limitations on me that I find difficult to handle.
What's that?
Like what?
It's a bit complicated. I'll definitely tell you sometime.
Okay.
Thank you for the tea, by the way. It's really good.
I'm glad you like it. I got a bunch of other flavors we could try too.
Sure. I'm curious to see what else you've got.
I gotta say, Brave, you're one of the coolest travelers we've ever had on board. We don't accept passenger jobs often, but you've been really easy to travel with and fun to talk to.
The alien smiles at me warmly.
You guys have been so nice to me, treating me like family. Of course I'd be on my best behavior.
Get a room! I can't get over how cute these two are. God damn it, hardcore dev. We both laugh at that.
Well, keep up the good work. We still have a few weeks to go.
Saying that made me feel a tinge of sadness. Even though Brave has been traveling with us for only a few days, I'm already used to his presence.
So, what kind of cargo do you guys usually transport?
Anything that pays well and doesn't smell too much. Though it's been rough finding good gigs as of late. Too much competition. We're lucky if we break even when the job's done. And don't even get me started on what happened on our last haul before we picked you up. I guess we'll have to venture into more questionable waters after this job. But for that, we need to outfit the Emeritat with a defense system.
Oh, they going into battle?
You don't have anything on board to protect yourself in case of an attack?
Brave's worried reaction makes me wonder if he's ever been on transport ships like ours.
No, we don't. We're pretty good at escaping when things go south. Still, it doesn't hurt to have some kind of shield and weapons, if only just to look more intimidating.
I couldn't agree more.
He's stressed. He's worried for his life right now.
The 𝐶𝐸 system is pretty promising, with a lot of new colonies that pay handsomely for some common goods. Plus, there's a ton of fun places to visit around there. One of the planets, 𝐶𝐸, is on my must-see list.
The one with anti-gravity pockets and floating islands? Each harboring its own climate, right?
Yes! You've been there?
No, but I definitely want to see it one day.
You should both go together. Be little cuties and hold hands. Case in point. Danya has the same idea as me. Maybe we can go together? We're getting along so damn well it hurts. Can I hide, by the way? Can I press H to hide? Yes! Look at these two cuties. I'm screenshotting. Can I? I need to press print screen. Oh well, let me unhide that. The more we talk, the more we find mutual interests. This beautiful blue alien from a distant world and me. An average Terran and a nerd. Who knows if he'd even bother talking to me had we not been confined on this small spaceship together. Ah, cute. I love these two. Ginny!
Cheers to our local Symbiant expert and secretly talented chef. Thank you for gracing us with this exquisite-looking dish.
We raise our wine-filled glasses in salutation.
To Brave's exceptional gastronomic abilities.
Thank you, guys. I hope it tastes as good as it looks.
I forgot he could cook. And with that, we dig in.
Mmm, that's fantastic. What's it called again?
In Universal, it would be something like seared granoli over rice, a common Odarian dish.
I didn't know we had granoli on board. How'd you dig that up, Danya?
We don't. Brave used his own supplies of whatever that is.
It's a mushroom that grows everywhere on my planet. I have a lot of it on hand, since it retains its freshness well and is a very good source of protein. Convenient when you're on the road. Also, it reminds me of home.
Oh, so it has nostalgic value.
It's difficult to find any in spaceports. I've seen it maybe twice in the last year.
Probably because no one knows about it.
Yes, Odaria's dishes aren't popular because of our limited ability to share them with everyone.
But you're slowly changing that, eh, Brave? Can I get seconds?
Brave grins wildly as he adds more seared granoli with rice on my plate.
Here you go.
Sure feels great to have something different from General Tso's for a change.
No way. I thought you liked it.
I do, but come on. Half of our provisions are pre-packaged General Tso's meals. Even I have my limits.
Sorry, they were on sale, so I took some extras. I'll keep in mind to grab a better variety in the future.
Yeah. Who wants some more wine?
Oh, gonna get crunk. Both Brave and I simultaneously raise our glasses, grinning. Not sure if it's because I'm tipsy, but I feel like he's paying more attention to me than before. Looks me in the eyes more often, laughs at my jokes. It feels really special. Oh, he's giving you the the fuck me eyes. Ginny fills our glasses and discards the bottle in the recycling compartment.
Okay, that was my last bottle.
Thank you for sharing your precious gift with us.
Hey, it was worth it. Who knew it would complement the seared granali so well, right?
Thanks, Juniper. They really did pair well.
Glad you liked it. Okay, boys. I'm going to retire now to deal with my food coma in bed. Be good.
Mood.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye, Garo. Love you. And I'm alone with Brave again. He just finished cleaning up his plate, and so did I.
Ready for dessert?
Oh, no, thank you. I'm full. But I will finish my drink, though.
Is that a euphemism? Oh, what was that close up? He takes his half-empty glass of wine and empties it in one go.
Slow down, dude. We still got time.
Am I right in saying that he has a higher alcohol tolerance, or does he have a lower one?
Actually, Odarians don't get drunk, if that's what you're worried about.
There we go.
Not on this kind of stuff, at least. It'll take a much stronger beverage to get me even remotely tipsy.
Oh, my sympathies. I, on the other hand, am a very cheap drunk.
Oh, I put my arm on Brave's shoulder playfully and wink. He looks surprised for a second, but then he rewards me with one of his sincere smiles.
I'll keep that in mind if I ever want to get you intoxicated.
Oh? What does that mean? I'm sorry, I need to pause again so I can take a screenshot. Look at these fucking cuties! Oh my god! I fluster at that. Is he flirting with me? That definitely deserves a passing grade. The realization makes me smile, and confirms my suspicion that Brave might actually like me.
Hey, can I ask you a personal question?
Shoot.
Are you single?
What do you mean?
Oh, asking the real questions now.
Oh, sorry. I guess it could mean different things for different races.
Danya's getting fired in.
So what I'm asking is like, are you married or have partners waiting for you somewhere?
Brave looks at me cautiously.
Why do you ask?
Isn't it obvious, you dummy? It's because I really want to know.
Because I'm very curious.
Well...
It's complicated. That's not a very difficult question, is it? He looks so uncomfortable, poor guy. Not the timid type of uncomfortable, but more like the I don't want to talk about it kind.
You know what? Don't worry about it. The Emeritat is a safe space and you don't have to answer anything. It's just, I can't help but wonder sometimes, being around you. We get along so well and I'm drawn to you, which I'm sure shows.
That's the alcohol talking right there. That liquid courage.
I just don't want to step over some boundaries I don't know about.
That wasn't bad for a confession. Brave is looking at me with those intense blue eyes, and he seems happy. Genuinely happy.
Thank you, Danya. I appreciate your candor. My situation is a bit complicated. If you don't mind, I'll explain another time.
I wonder why. Well, I know exactly why, but we're not going to get into that right now. You'll see. Well, that's not exactly a rejection. I'll take it.
Sure.
I'm going to rest a bit. Thanks so much for dinner.
Bye. He gets up from the bench and leaves the mess hall. Thanks so much for dinner. Weren't you the one who prepared it? It's because you are the dinner, Danya. You are the snack. Oh, back to bed. After dinner, I check in the cockpit and head to bed. As I settle in, I start to hear the unusual noises again. It's the same hissing and straining coming from the small vent on the wall connected to mine and Brave's rooms. It's been some time since I've heard them. I thought it was the thing of the past, but I guess I was wrong.
Not again.
They're regular and rhythmic, which again seems like Brave is experimenting with a highly intense exercise regimen. Out of curiosity, I tune in closer. Oh! I don't think we heard that in the suitable for work version. Oh god. With my eyes closed, it sounded like the 𝐿Darian is right beside me. My gradually sharpening senses allow me to catch drawn-out trembling groans that I hadn't noticed before. And then the realization strikes me like lightning. Brave's not working out. He's actually... Yeah! God! Holy shit. Heat courses through my entire body at the sound of Brave's heavy breaths. It's not right to listen to my neighbour engaging in private activities. I could technically close off the vent to reduce the noise significantly. But where's the fun in that? The game's calling me out! Oh no! Let me save this real quick. Oh god! I'm going to hell. Closing the vent would definitely be more noble of my options, but I can't bring myself to do it. I want to hear this. I nudge closer to the vent. Brave strains and whimpers continue to echo through as my brain starts conjuring images of him for me. Nipples! Naked and tangled in the sheets. I imagine him working as... with a tense expression, beads of sweat collecting on his forehead. Oh boy. Is... YouTube is... Oh, dude. Oh my god. YouTube's gonna give me any trouble. I'm scared.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude. Okay. We're gonna see something, aren't we? Because this is not suitable for work. Against my better judgment, I slip out of bed to settle on the floor even closer to the vent. The music. The sexy music is playing. Oh god. Oh god! I slide my hand inside my underwear, only to give a glorious... Oh god, I'm blushing. Oh, okay, yeah, I need to censor that. I can't show this. Oh god.
What the hell am I doing?
You tell me. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't read this. Y'all know how it goes here at TheNekoPastels.
This is good.
I can't read this. Listen, y'all understand that I need to censor this. If y'all want to see this for yourself and enjoy it, then yous are gonna need to download the game. If you are a member of my family, why are you still here? Please leave. The nipples are nippling. Mm-hmm.
God, I want you. I want you so bad.
Yeah, we can see. Oh boy. Oh, dude. I can finally go back to reading. Oh my god. It's even more clear without Brave making noise anymore. If I didn't know better, I'd think it's coming from something live. That hissing noise? Uh-huh. Well, that was something. And now it looks like the two of them are meeting in the hallway. I wonder, did Brave hear Danya on the other side? That's the question. He looks really unamused. Well, I think that's a perfect way to end the episode. We're one episode in and we're already getting to the horny stuff. But yes, I am back on my bullshit and I'm so sorry for the wait. I know a lot of y'all have been waiting for me to start playing the full game. I'm also really excited because once we finish with this, we also have a DLC that we can play. Yes, the Symbiant has a DLC and the devs at Hardcore Dev have asked me to play it. So yeah, I can't miss that opportunity. But please, if you have enjoyed this video, then don't forget to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more. Also, don't forget to hit that little notification bell so you can be the first to know when I upload a new episode. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed and I will see y'all in the next one. Roll the tentacles! Oh fuck, I can't stand up.